It's so hard to get past what Jeannie did to me. And I don't hate her, but I definitely hate what she did to me.
I haven't talked to my sisters a lot, but I carry a lot of guilt.
My sister Jeannie has told me that by beating me, she was saving me for something worse than what my dad would do to me. That is one of the biggest things that I do not believe.
I believe that I am the only mother that those children never had.
My father would force Jeannie to discipline the other kids because if she didn't, he would beat her.
The way I felt while I was beating my brothers and sisters, it was like an internal pain.
Jeannie was not at fault for disciplining my brothers and sisters.
When I was administering the punishment, I knew my limits. I was protecting them.
Actually, she was the worst victim of it all.
They weren't in my position. I tried to reach out to them and tell them that wasn't me, that was the monster that was created based upon a life and death situation.
This man, my father, pitted these girls against each other. Jeannie is not the enemy, he is.
I just hope she understands how bad she hurt me.
I tried to tell them I'm sorry, but I know sorry's not good enough.
Well, let me tell you what my interest here is. You didn't deserve what happened to you. You were beaten and abused for years before they were even born. So she feels that pain. But there is a point at which we have to be just straight up honest and acknowledge everything that's gone on. Because I've said a million times, you can't heal what you don't acknowledge. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. And I'm not here to throw anybody under the bus. I'm here to try to begin healing a family that needs healing. Would you have done any of the things that you did to them if what was done to you hadn't been done? The answer is probably not just no, but hell no.
Absolutely not.
Okay, I get that. But at the same time, it's just like when you go into court and you find a child molester and they say, well, this person did molest all of these children, but they were molested as a child themselves. That doesn't mean they get a pass. At some point, you have to acknowledge it, because what they say is that you would beat them even when your father wasn't around. You would beat them until blood splattered on the wall, that you stood in a corner for 3 days with no food or water.
That was a regular. That was a regular thing.
That at least monthly you would get 300 lashes with a whip from you. It can just go on. And I guess my question is, first, and let's begin with this, do you acknowledge that those things did happen?
And I want to begin by validating them. They need to be validated, okay? Abuse did happen. I was forced to abuse my siblings. That's why I'm here. I'm here to do what my mom and dad refused to do.
Thank you.
I'm brave enough to sit here before this audience and take the blame for what my mom and dad refused to accept their responsibility for what they did to everyone. And no one's left out of this, because mom and dad are directly responsible for what happened. But yet I'm going to do it because someone has to step up to the plate.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.